Hello everyone, Topmer here. Well, another year has passed us, and personally, I think 2025 was a mixed bag. I had many accomplishments with getting big video ideas that I wanted to make done, such as a Wario dies meme to commemorate the 111th anniversary of Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination, a bunch of Wario dies memes that took place in Team Fortress 2, especially the MVM Wave 666, and not one, but two golf-themed Wario Dice videos. Also, I finally got my dream gaming PC that works amazingly, but it was at the cost of my old laptop that I had for a really long time giving out. While on this topic, I should mention some other bad stuff from last year. The drama in the Wario Dice community was frustrating, especially all of the meme stealing still going on, and the Wario Dice channel crash out that ended in what looks like a promising Wario Dice creator getting cancelled and deleted from YouTube for some very terrible things. Also saddening was the death of Michaela Reigns of Save a Fox that broke my heart so much that I stopped working on many important projects because I needed to contemplate on what happened. But regardless, that's now in the past, and we have a new year to look forward to. I want to start out by saying that I plan to slow down. As many of you know, I've made one or two meme videos almost every week for over 5 years, most of which has been all sorts of Wario Dies memes. I have many other memes and non-video projects that I want to make, but most of it does not really fit a weekly upload schedule. My most popular video in 2025 was a steamed hams video I uploaded in April. But that one isn't even the main steamed hams meme I was trying to make last year. And because it takes me a few weeks to make most steamed ham videos, it was the only one I was able to finish. It has gotten harder and harder to brush aside the burnout from making so many Wario Dice memes, and sometimes that has had stressful effects on my personal life. Don't worry, this isn't the end of Wario Dice on my channel, but I'm at the point where I need to cut back significantly on them. Once the burnout has cleared, the quality of the following Wario Dice memes should be greatly improved. I also want to remaster some of my older Wario Dice memes, especially the ones that weren't even animated, because they do not fit with the animated videos that I'll make on this channel, so there is a silver lining to this slowdown. As I was saying earlier, a big goal for me is to finish many steamed ham projects this year. Some of them I have hinted in other videos. Others I don't think I've told anyone about online. Most of them are just simple edits, however. I want to take Skinner and Chalmers and all sorts of wacky adventures that go way past simple ruin roasts and fast food. I plan to use a lot of new animations, including some of my own, stuff like my old steamed hams, but it's a penis cupcake reference series, but less YTP craziness and more coherent plots and jokes. Speaking of that series, I also want to redo that as one of my big videos with lots of add-ons and revisions using all the new things I've learned since making it. Steamed Hams has been a big part of my channel since my second ever video, and I do not want to keep putting it on the back burner. Now with those two topics out of the way, another big plan I have this year is to upload more green screens and a tutorial on how I make videos. It may not seem like it, but I do see the dozens of requests you all leave me in the comments, and sadly there is no way I could have even made half of them myself. People talked about having a great meme reset this year, but how is that supposed to happen when barely anyone is making these memes? We need to have lots of new creators making fresh versions of our beloved memes, not just a few people making everything. Otherwise, 2026 will be just like 2025, with low-effort AI slop dominating the memescape again. What I can do is try to provide resources to help others make their own memes. And with the Wario Dies community in particular, it would be better if more people were making animated memes rather than just a handful of channels. So I hope to at least make an animated Wario Dies tutorial this year. Also, if you just want to know how to make Wario Dies a fan animation, then you should check out Manny the Headless Meme Horse's tutorial. With the green screens, I plan to focus on making some for Peppino from Pizza Tower, since I haven't seen any good ones on YouTube, as well as green screens of TF2 characters made in Gmod, which I've used in my latest Wario Dies TF2 memes. However, I'm still learning Gmod, so those will take a bit of time to finish. So in summary, don't expect memes every week from now on. The plan is to have a larger meme like Steamed Hams out every 2 to 3 months, as well as that tutorial video. Maybe I'll upload green screens or remasters close to weekly, but I can't promise it. I want to thank all of you for your understanding, patience, and support for me over these years. When I first started, I never thought I would be doing so much of animation, character and prop design, sentence mixing, and so many other editing and writing techniques, but I'm not done growing yet. If any of you are wanting to make Wario Dies, or already do, please leave a comment, like what you guys plan to do with Wario dying, or how you will do it. I'd be happy to have discussions take place here. Also, if any of you have any questions for me, please also leave a comment for that. If I have enough questions, I might even do a Q&A. Just nothing personal, please. Have a happy 2026, everyone!
Bruh.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Topmer for more.
Unforgettable poop.